Michael, we were just talking about games as everything's changing in our industry because, well, things like this happen. Sharkmob London cancels game and laying off employees. Mike Straw over at Insider Gaming. Sharkmob London is laying off an unknown number of employees. The move comes after the studio canceled a game that it is working on. In a statement released to gamesindustry.biz, the studio says it is working through trying to determine how many layoffs need to be made. Quote, as you know, our industry is facing challenges. Many, we must adapt to focus on the right opportunities as a business, end quote, the company said. Quote, our team in London has been working on an unannounced game for some time, and it is with regret sucks that we now have to announce that this project has been canceled. The decision to cancel the game unfortunately means there will be a reduction in the number of people we can support in the London studio. This is an incredibly difficult time, and our focus is to provide the support and guidance to those potentially impacted, end quote. As far as when the layoffs will actually take place, that remains to be seen. Sharkmob London was funded in 2020 and is one of two Sharkmob studios. The other studio, Sharkmob Malmö, is currently working on the tactical extraction shooter Exoborne. Dude, that game's not even out yet. I get press releases on it all the time. Sharkmob was purchased by Tencent in 2019. Its first game, Vampire the Masquerade Blood Hunt, was released in 2022. Again, Michael, what do you do, man? Like, our hearts go out to everybody affected. Hopefully they can lay down the feet, find something else in this industry. But time in and time out, like, for the last 2 years, Michael, all we've been talking about is layoff after layoff after layoff. And if you're thinking about getting into video games and becoming like a game designer or something, man, I'd almost be starting to think twice.
Yeah, I mean, this is unfortunately becoming the other common trend in our industry, and it kind of goes hand in hand with what we talked about earlier, right? We're seeing this generational shift, and unfortunately now it's one of those things where instead of releasing a game, hey, it flops, all right, we'll move on to the next one. It either flops horribly and everybody gets laid off, or we have what we have here, where eventually somebody says, look, this is either taking too long, we don't like where we're going, we're just going to pull the plug now before it even releases, not even give it a chance to potentially have that pop off or fail. You never know which way it's going to go. And they just lay everybody off before the game comes out. And that's the unfortunate thing going on right now with how many games are failing. I think a lot of studios are going to say, is this game going to work? Especially these games with these longer development times, right? They said this game's been in development for some time now. We don't even have a title. It doesn't even sound like we have a behind the scenes title, at least not one that was mentioned in the statement. So who knows? I think it's been 3 years. There wasn't even a working title. You look at like a game like Concord, and we reference all the time. 8 years of development, and you have to say, well, if we don't even have a concept or something we like 2-3 years in, yeah, we gotta pull the plug. So as you said, hearts go out to everybody. Hopefully they can find something. The fact that they said they're laying off an unknown number means there's also going to be this sort of cloud right now over Sharkmob where it's like, who's going to get hit? When are they going to get hit? You have the holiday season coming up. Terrible timing. Wish the best for everyone affected. But yeah, this is part of this generational shift we talked about, Drew, is we're going to see more and more studios canning their games before they even launch.